How dare he do that? That's illegal.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I got our intro.
Okay, what is it?
Well, we're gonna start.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
You guys ready?
Sure.
I, sure.
Let me sit up. This is big. This is our first podcast.
I'm getting ready.
This is our first podcast. All right.
Alright, do the intro, idiot.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to podcast.
Okay.
Which one?
Podcast.
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 Welcome.
Oh, that's my favorite one.
Welcome to podcast.
Thanks.
I am DRECUBED. You know that. I am joined by Dr.X and Levi the Evil.
Let's go!
Let's go! How's
Take it
everybody doing?
away.
How's everybody doing today?
I'm chilling.
PogChamp.
I really wish you didn't just say that.
Can't believe he's doing PogChamp.
I can't believe
bro.
he just said PogChamp.
My man's doing PogChamp and you're dissing him?
I can't believe
Come
he
on.
just said he was feeling PogChamp.
He's feeling PogChamp. Leave him alone.
Oh, it's the first
Man's
episode.
is
I'm
feeling
kinda hyped.
PogChamp.
So what's that, Levi?
First episode hype.
First episode hype. That's right. First episode of podcast.
Yeah, PogChamp.
Yeah.
Alright, I'm gonna cut that. No, I'm kidding.
That was just awful.
no, that's staying in. That's staying in.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
No.
This is all raw footage.
Oh,
So-
that's just not a good idea.
Ooh,
That's just not a good idea.
no.
We can.
I already know
not
that this is not gonna get any views.
No.
It's
I
not
think it
going
will.
to.
So
It's
when we get
not.
a whole bunch-
It's not going to get any views, and I'm perfectly fine with that. I don't
No,
anticipate
it's just gonna be the people in our Discord.
Look, if we don't get a
that.
million
No, I'm
views-
saying that even the people in our Discord aren't going to watch this. You know how many people have already clicked out by now?
I feel
Are you
like
joking?
It's just meme.
out of two.
Meme's the only one.
Anthony said he might too. Hey, if you're still listening, guys,
No, you're epic. You're epic.
well, if you're still here past the 2-minute mark, thank you.
This has been 2 minutes.
No, it hasn't.
Oh.
I've actually been recording for half an hour so
Yeah.
far.
What?
It's been half an hour since.
We
Yeah.
spent like 30 minutes trying to figure out the name.
Oh.
Yep. We put a lot of thought into it. This being our first ever episode of podcast, we decided we'd go through our background. What's going on? Where have we come from? Where did we pop up from? Yeah, I've been popping off on YouTube recently. I have 59 subscribers.
He's the
And
most famous YouTuber in the world.
I'm really going viral right now, so we figured that we'd let you in on the inside behind the scenes, really show you the tricks that I used to get to where I am now, and where we all are now, and where everything all began. Everyone's success story here. So Levi, go ahead.
So in 8th grade, so I was sitting at my lunch table, and all the nerds at my table, they all decided to start playing a card game. I was like, what is this? Disgusting. I am appalled. So I decide, hey, you know what? There's an epic teacher. There's an epic science teacher. I'm gonna go into that room, and we're gonna watch gosh, why can't I remember this?
Tengu?
Tengu. Oh my goodness. How could
How
we
do
watched Tengu? I don't know how you know that. Okay. And that's where I met DRECUBED.
What?
Levi, do
Is
you
that-
not know your own origin story?
Yes.
What is this
okay.
word? I don't.
Be on it.
I don't think that's true at all.
Before then, it was PE, right? No, this is an alternate universe.
What?
I think no. The first time I do, No, I do remember now. The first thing you ever said to me, because at PE we had to line up along, we had to sit along like the side of the basketball court for attendance, and I was close to you because our last names are close to one another, and and you turned to me, never spoken to me before, asked me the question. You said, "Do you think you can kill yourself without using your hands?" Those were your first ever words to me.
What? Dre, what did you say?
That. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
I said what?
That's the fair response.
I don't remember that. Oh my goodness.
It was like, who
That's
is?
so great.
All I was thinking is, who is this kid, and why has he asked me this?
Levi, what?
And so then I gave you an answer, and I said you could probably just like drown yourself or something. You'd throw yourself into the ocean, and then your response to that was no, but you would just once you ran out of breath, you would just float back up to the surface, and you wouldn't actually die.
Drowning is impossible.
And then I did not speak to you for 2 years.
Oh my
From
goodness.
8th grade? No, you're speaking to him freshman.
No, this was in 6th grade that conversation happened, and then and then in 8th grade is when we started becoming friends again. I really don't know how I actually became friends with you, other than that.
Yeah, I don't really I remember the lunch thing. Did we have any other classes together?
Yeah, we did. What I was gonna say is that Brian Mewtwo, he joined cross country, and I was in cross country at the time, and he joined cross country, and then I became friends with Brian, and we had Mrs. T's class together, and I had a group project with you. Brian was like, "Hey, I want to help me with this project in Mrs. T's classes for history," and Brian was like, "Hey, you want to help?" I was like, "Sure." And he's like, "Okay, Levi is also going to help." And you and Brian did not do a single thing on the entire project.
Wait. I need to back my what project? Like, what do we have to do?
Oh, I don't know. All I remember is that my initial opinion of you was that you were lazy.
Oh, that's sad.
I hated you.
Sad.
I hated you very much.
Wait, was this 8th grade or 7th?
This was 8th
Was
grade.
it
I had
8th?
no idea who you were in 7th grade.
Well,
even though
actually,
you supposedly knew who I was.
in 8th grade, I got most improved.
In what?
Congrats.
No, just overall most.
Most improved as a person.
There was no
no grades, like grade
grades.
Oh,
Okay.
Because
how do you guys feel about most improved awards?
I think they're stupid, honestly.
Yeah.
Or I
Because
think they
it's
should
like,
go to
hey, you
people
were
that
terrible before.
actually like really tried. Because all I did was I went from like not caring at all and not doing any homework to be like, okay, I guess I'll kind of try now.
I just
And I got it.
I
And
feel
was
like
wow, I'm not surprised.
Most improved is like awarding actually trying to do what you're supposed to do.
But I mean, I guess, but I was gonna do that anyways, because that's what I wanted to do. I was like, whatever, I guess I'll start trying now.
I just a most
Because I
improved award just feels like a slap in the face, honestly. It's just
Yeah.
like, hey, you really sucked, but you're on track now.
You don't now, but you really did.
Like-
you were
like-
terrible.
You're on par now, but oh my god, were you bad.
Last year, whew, wow.
I think I had like 26 assignments.
Bruh.
That's rookie. 26 missing assignment. But do you have the noise suppression thing on, Levi?
No.
Okay, then your mic's just cutting out a lot for me.
Oh, I wonder why.
He cuts out a lot for me as well.
Yeah.
Oh, I wonder if it's my internet. It's been kind
It
of
doesn't
whack.
sound like it. Just sounds what your mic's deciding to pick up.
Hmm.
I have to change your input sensitivity, but it's okay for now.
No, it's not.
Okay.
Yeah, no, I really didn't. We did not talk, but we did make.
Wait, how did we get into the Minecraft sphere? Like
Well,
when
that was freshman year, but that was
freshman.
yeah. We didn't start playing Minecraft until freshman year. I didn't get Minecraft until freshman year on my laptop.
I mean, yeah, when
Oh.
I went and met you guys, it was all Terraria. That's That's what
Yeah,
we
no, but
started
I had
playing.
Did
played
I have a
Minecraft
class with you, or did?
We
Oh
had
yeah,
digital arts.
digital art.
We had digital arts freshman year.
That
Me and
that was the
Levi.
vibe.
We
That
had
was the
digital
vibe.
arts freshman year, first
Looking
block
up
every day.
sands on the computer and just getting.
Uh-oh.
And just getting straight hentai
Yeah.
on the
Yeah.
second row of Google Images.
Yep.
It was
Those were
great.
the days.
So yeah, I mean, from that point, I don't really know. Yeah, no, we just had digital art, and then I got Minecraft. I started playing Minecraft with you, and that was the first time I'd ever actually started like doing online gaming at all, ever. Like I'd never, besides Overwatch, I'd done Overwatch in 8th grade, but like I'd never done it with a friend or like in a call or anything like that. Which even at that time we weren't in the call. We just type in
Yeah, we
Minecraft
just
chat, which was
what was it
so
like?
bad.
Red for attacking,
Yeah,
or was it like R? Because we had to shorten
it
it.
was, it was bad. It was really bad, is what it
Yo,
was.
and then Google Hangouts though.
Oh, Google Hangouts.
pulled
a
up.
classic.
But Google Hangouts was introduced by Darren, and
Yes, it was.
you may have noticed Darren has been left quite out of this magnificent story so far,
Oh boy.
and that is because I did not, and nobody here knew Darren
Thanks.
until freshman year. And
Yeah.
Darren, why don't you take it away?
All right. So, I'm gonna go all the way back to kindergarten here.
Oh.
right? So
Damn.
I lived in unnamed state A for
Yeah.
like
Oh, that's fair.
15 years of my life. Well, yeah, I can't really say it. Like
Yeah.
15 years of my life, right? And I met such characters such as Sean, Tom, Anthony. That's about it. So far as relevant ones go.
What about
Yeah, I
Buck?
met-
What about Buck?
I didn't really talk to her much when I lived there. That was
That's true.
like Sean knew her really well, and Anthony. I didn't really know her that much.
Okay.
I talked to her like twice. But yeah, I met Sean in kindergarten, and I met Anthony and Tom in 2nd grade, and Alan. I mean, he doesn't talk much in that Discord, but I met them in 2nd grade, and then I knew them all the way up till 8th grade, when I moved to unnamed state B, and Anthony moved to unnamed state C.
Hey, we're on name state B.
Yeah, let's go. So
Yay.
yeah, I met these two idiots along with
Whoa.
I met Dre through Ben, who I met through Joey, because he like started talking to me the 2nd day of school, and then I met Levi and Brian through Dre, and I introduced all of them to my friends.
You have to
from
go through a
unnamed state
detailed
A.
origin story about our friendship.
Oh,
that
do I?
started. Yeah.
Okay, so
I wanna-
Joey talked to me because there was a group project in the biology class we were in, and I was like, oh shit, I don't know anyone. And then he abandons Ben and slaps his paper right next to me and is like, we are working together.
What?
So,
He abandoned Ben.
Yeah, he did.
So sad.
Let me
So
just
then the
say,
next
for
day, yeah.
for relevance sake, for anyone that might have watched the Overcooked video, the unlisted
Oh.
Overcooked video.
yeah.
Joey was in that video. He was Soko, and
So was Ben.
yeah, Ben was also in that video, and he was Ben.
He was Ben.
He's Ben. Ben.
Yeah, so he abandoned Ben and
That's
did the
okay.
project with me, and then was like,
Who
"Hey,
Ben
you
did the
should sit
project
with
with?
me and Ben in this class because, yeah." So I did, and then I talked to Ben, who is in the infamous 21st Century Technology class with me.
Ah, yes.
So I sat next to Ben in that,
Let me just
and
say.
Dre sat behind us.
Let me just say, 21st century technology.
What a joke of a class!
That was the dumbest class. I've ever
Remember when
taken.
Chris taught us about keywords?
Yes, I do.
It was a beautiful day.
There was just nothing useful about that class
No.
whatsoever. I don't even know what it was about. It wasn't even
I
about
don't
technology. It
No,
was in no
it was about
way.
the internet.
Hardly.
Yeah, that's true.
Like, we didn't learn a thing. I remember we learned
That
about...
was the only year that class was offered.
Yeah, after we took that class, it got shut down.
That was the only semester that class was offered.
We took
got
the
the
class,
lead-in.
and then
Yeah,
they were like,
it
no,
was
this
a
isn't
one
working.
semester class.
This isn't working, and they just got rid of it.
Yeah, Dre sat behind me and Ben in that class, and didn't say anything to either of us for like 3 weeks.
I don't know what you
Even
mean.
though him and Ben were like really good friends. He said
What?
not a
He didn't say
single
a single
word
thing.
to
Oh my
us.
goodness.
It was more than
Like-
3 weeks, too.
And,
Like,
and Ben never mentioned
Oh
him
my
either. Like I
I
didn't know he
Didn't-
was a relevant person.
Wait,
he didn't know I was a main character.
No, I didn't know he
okay.
was the main
He
character.
just thought I was an NPC.
Yeah, like me and Ben
Doo, doo,
talked,
doo, doo, doo,
and
doo.
me, because Ben was in band with me and Joey as well. So like we hung out with Joey, and I knew them pretty well, and I knew you sat behind us, but you never talked to me or Ben, and Ben never even acknowledged your existence. But then suddenly one day, oh my god, I don't know why, I have flashbacks to like some incident with a napkin on the floor or something. I don't know why, but I'm
Okay.
getting like vivid memories of something about a
Vietnam
napkin
flashbacks.
being on the floor, and
Alright.
that being the first interaction we ever had.
Just having
Was Ben
PTSD.
grabbing a napkin and like showing it to you or something like that, and then being like, oh, by the way, in case you didn't know, this is my friend. He's like, what?
Yeah,
What's
I
he
was-
been doing this whole
I
time?
was just kind of the weird kid in the back of the class.
That's what I thought you were just like. I thought you were the quiet kid. I
Oh,
like.
no.
I don't know, dude. I thought you were gonna kill everyone. I thought it would be it. I thought you would be like, I'm done, bro. I thought the
I'm
napkin
done.
would be the last straw.
What about my introduction with Ben? That, no.
I don't know your introduction with Ben.
So wait, I think we were actually the first ones in our group. So me and Joey, I think it was, it was either, I think it was.
you know what?
seventh
You know
or-
what, Levi? You know what, Levi? I don't want to hear this story.
Wow.
Oh shit.
That's-
Because
that's-
I would love. You want to know what I would love for this story? Because our viewers, our 2 viewers that we have left at this point in the podcast, have probably no clue who Joey and Ben are, right?
Okay.
But I think it would be great in the future if we could get them on the podcast, and then you could tell the stories of.
Oh, okay.
Of
yeah,
elementary
that would be
school.
good. That would be good.
So that way you have more stuff to bounce off of. Because me
Okay.
and Darren have no
Yeah,
idea
yeah.
what the hell
Yeah,
happened.
you guys have no clue. Yeah, you guys have no clue.
And I already
We-
hate the
we
story,
can
so
talk about classified or not, probably.
yeah, probably
that-
probably not. But yeah, yeah, no, I did not speak to Darren
No, you didn't.
at all. At
But
all.
then we finally did speak in like November.
No, come on.
And you invited me to a Steam call to play
Oh, yes.
Terraria.
The Steam thing
And
would
I
not
said,
work.
no, you're an idiot. Let us use the
Google
rich man's Google Hangouts.
Google Hangouts, baby.
And then I invited Anthony, and then abandoned both of you.
No, we'll get back to that. So, I think yeah, that happened. That's a bit further down in the story than I remember, because like I just met you, right? And then I think it was we had a quick project where we had to go to the computer lab, and we were all hanging out in the computer lab in 21st century technology. No, I'm not talking about that story.
No, aw.
I'm not talking about that story.
That's a classic story.
Oh, we can bring that up. I don't think it was that
Okay.
day. I think that's later in the course. But no, it was in the computer lab where I proposed the idea of you joining and creating a
remember
YouTube
that.
channel with me.
Yeah.
And I
Oh my god. I remember because I had been trying to get my mom to let me have a YouTube channel for like 4 years. And then you bring it up, and I'm like, yeah, let me ask my mom. And I'm like, hey, mom, my friend wants to do a YouTube channel. And she was like, all right. I was like, what? Where was that for the past 4 years? What do you mean?
She's like, "Oh, with DRECUBED? Yeah, sure."
Oh, yeah, I know that guy. DRECUBED Gaming.
DRECUBED gaming.
Gaming.
But yeah, no, I think I had also asked a couple other people that were there, and they were like, "No." But you were like, "Yeah, no, that'd be cool." I was like, "Yes, yes, 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 yes." And
Yeah, we did it.
at that point, I think the only other person that I had kind of on board was Levi, because he was the only other person that I talked to about, like, because I had tried to do YouTube before. I had done like put up a little camera in front of my TV and played Minecraft with Joey,
Yeah.
and also recorded
That's
some
Wasn't
Nerf.
Brendan a part of that as well?
yeah, Brennan was a part of those. We recorded some Nerf videos, stuff like that, which, again, I'd love to get more in depth on another podcast where we could have them on. But I had tried YouTube for a few years. My first channel got deleted for reasons. But then I was like, oh, man, I really want to YouTube, and this time I want to do some real gaming. No more Nerf. I got myself a computer.
True gaming.
Some real gaming. And so yeah, asked Darren, he was on board. I asked Levi, he was on board. And I think, yeah, the only other person that was there to start, really, because Brian I had in mind, but he didn't have a computer yet. Or like he wasn't really considered for it at the time, because I remember the only people that was in the original group was me, Darren, Levi, and Anthony.
Yep.
And
That's pretty much the group.
yeah, so we all started off playing Terraria, and it was me, Darren, and Levi in the Terraria world, and then one day, Darren, you invited Anthony. This was before we'd gotten to a Google Hangouts call. You just invited him, he joined the world, and his Terraria character's name was just the letter J.
Oh yeah.
And so,
Called him Jay
for like 3 months, even after I had learned his real name and after we'd been talking in voice chats, I always called him Jay. I never called him Anthony. I just called him Jay.
Just Jay.
It just made sense. I just called him Jay. That was not his name.
No.
It just wasn't.
There's not even a J in his name.
Nope. But yeah, no. So one day, yeah, Darren invites me into a Google Hangouts call to introduce me
And then I had to go
to Anthony. And it's me, Darren, and Anthony in the voice call. And so Darren and Anthony are in it. I join it. And then I'm like, oh. And Darren's like, hey, Dre, this is Anthony. I'm like, oh, hello, Anthony. I am Dre. And then Darren goes, okay, I have to go eat dinner. And then leaves. And I was like, what? Wait.
Yeah.
Oh, wait. And let me tell you, that was the most awkward 30 minutes of my life.
30 minutes?
Because neither one of us wanted to leave. That would just be rude at that point. And so we were just there. And that's about it. We had no idea what to talk about, never spoken a word to each other, and Darren just dips and leaves us in the call. I'm just like, wow, well, hey.
But look at you guys now. Come
Look at
on,
this
it was
now.
worth it.
Look at this now. Yeah, that was bad.
Worth
Fuck
it.
you. Fuck you.
No.
And
No.
So yeah, then we at that point I made the Office 365 group on our school
my
emails.
God.
Wait, what is even on that?
And
thing?
I also made here. I'm actually gonna pull up that group on my other monitor, just so that way I can go through some of the
Did
stuff.
you ask
here.
everyone what character they wanted to be too?
Yeah, that was the original plan for this channel. We were gonna have art, and
Yeah.
each person was gonna be infused, like their art,
With a
with a
character,
video game
yeah.
character. Yeah, each
I
person had a
remember
character.
that.
Here, let me.
Were you Lugia, Levi?
What?
Luigi?
I think
Luigi,
someone
you
was
mean?
Lugia.
Who's Lugia?
That wouldn't have been Levi. He's not allowed to touch Pokemon.
Oh yeah, that's
I
a
thought someone
that's
was
a story.
Lugia.
That's a story.
Yeah, actually, why don't you tell that story really quick while I'm pulling this up, just to.
I mean, it's not really that long.
I know, just mention it. Wait, we don't. Oh no.
Oh yeah, we don't have Office 365 accounts anymore.
Are they just gone? Can I not log in
Yeah,
with it?
no, they
Somewhere.
deleted them.
It should be somewhere.
There's
No, they deleted them, Levi. They're gone.
there's no way.
There's no way.
They deleted mine before they even gave me my Google account.
No, I'm in.
What? What?
I'm in.
What? They literally.
I'm in.
Mine is gone. Mine is gone. Although I have had like 50 problems with all of my shit this year, so.
Yeah, here we go. Groups DRECUBED YT with the
Yeah.
flaming D profile
Oh
picture.
my god, that was the Steam group one
my
too.
Mm-hmm. Oh my god. Okay, so the first message in this Office 365 group is hello. This is from me. Hello. If you could all reply to this with the character that you want to be mixed with, that would be great. I have a terrible memory. Neutral emoji face. And apparently the characters were, so the people in this group were initially were Joey, Levi, Brian, Ben, and Darren. And Joey said he wanted to be mixed with a koala. Levi, you said you want to be Luigi.
Yeah, that's fine.
Brian said he wanted to be Naruto.
Of course.
Ben didn't know. Of
Didn't
course.
know.
And Darren, you said you wanted to be Cloud.
Yeah, that makes sense.
That makes sense.
And then and then Darren replies, yes, and also Logan is asking why he isn't here. He feels violated.
Oh, yeah. Oh, rip Logan.
Okay.
Sorry.
I need to tell the Pokemon story.
No, you don't anymore. It's dead.
Oh,
Another day.
idiot. Can we tell the story of the slap heard round the world?
Well, I was just about to say, the next message in this chat was, as consolation for enduring the mighty pimp slap of 1129, Logan has been added to the
Dude,
group.
1129, it's
I'll have to get
almost
rid of
the third anniversary of the mighty pimp slap.
And then he just
Bruh,
replied 10
what
out of 10
happened to
watch
him
again.
though?
He moved again.
Yeah, he moved. Sad.
What do we got here? Quick little survey from SurveyMonkey. Yep. Will that meet up? Yeah, let's grab it. Well, this is apparently the first ever failed recording session.
Oh, wow.
Don't forget, we're gonna try and get all 4 people in the Terraria Let's Play together at 4 o'clock.
All 4?
And then none of
How
you,
is that
none of
difficult?
you came. None of you showed up.
Okay.
Our first ever scheduled recording date. No one showed up.
Wow. Yikes.
Yikes.
So not much has changed.
Not much has changed. Not much. Oh, wow. Alright, there's just one thing that I want to look into. Here it is. I found it. This is what I was looking for. The YouTube presence ratings. I don't know if you remember these, but these were the YTPRs, is what I called them.
What is that?
And is when I gave you guys the evaluations on how things were looking for recording and stuff like that.
Oh wait, I found
Oh.
it.
I don't remember that.
So I'm just gonna, you probably will there, and just because it was funny. This is why I don't want you looking at it, Levi. I know you're laughing at it, even though I'm not telling you about it, you dumb idiot.
Sorry.
So
I'll stop reading.
So Darren, since you
Uh-oh.
don't remember that, you will. You definitely will.
Oh, will I?
So I'm just gonna read this one out. Okay, so over Christmas break, I think. Why'd I put a? I'm so illiterate. I think it's time we start to get a bit more into this whole YouTube thing. Up until now, I have only gathered some basic information about your gaming and video creating capabilities. It's time to put those things to the test. Over the break, I'd like to record several test videos with multiple members of this group in order to gauge your YouTube presence rating. Many things will be taken into consideration. Okay, wait. This is sorry. Let me. Where is it? I'm trying to find the results.
No, it's
I
two
found it.
things up.
Did
Yeah, I
we
found it.
actually do those?
Uh-huh.
I forgot about this, but
Wait, I don't
remember it now.
remember doing that. I don't remember doing the fake recording session.
You should
weren't
read
really
all of the reviews of us.
Your
remember them at all.
evaluations.
Yeah, our evaluations.
You'll probably remember it once I get to Levi's, Darren, because you laughed a lot about it.
Yeah.
Well, it goes Anthony. Anthony's is first. So I said, I'll try to keep this one brief, considering Ant1 isn't even in this group, because he wasn't in the Office 365 group.
Yeah, that's true.
But I said, but I still want you to see how I graded him. Ant1 takes the cake for overall likability. He always has kind of an
Ouch.
energetic mood to him. This is obviously really well received on the YouTube community, and if you look at other successful YouTube collaboration gaming channels, each one has at least one kind of more energetic person, but if you have too many, it just turns into obnoxious overkill. Ant1 also has a pretty stable recording environment and schedule, from what I have seen so far, making him reliable. Now, that is not aged well.
No, it is not.
That
No,
is
it is
not aged well
He's
at all.
the most unreliable
Reliable.
person.
Anthony, if you're listening to this, screw you.
Yeah.
Yeah, idiot.
You are the singular, most unreliable person when it comes to recording sessions. Screw you. You are the worst. I hate you. Anyways,
Ouch.
That was great. That
You're
bird,
destroyed.
he's really playing with napalm right now.
He is dead. Anthony has been murdered.
Been burned to death.
Arson.
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 All
Committed
right,
arson.
Darren, yours is next.
Uh-oh.
I'm sorry.
Stop laughing.
I'm just glancing at Levi's. No, I'm not even laughing at yours.
I'm concerned.
So sorry. I'm just gonna
I'm
read
scared.
yours,
I'm
Darren.
not looking at my
Dr.X, you currently take second place in the overall likability category.
Yeah.
You are kind of in the
Why?
middle between energetic and mellow, which is standard and good.
Standard and good. This feels like you're trying to be nice. Like,
I'm sorry, I just love which is standard and good.
and good.
Standard and good.
You're trying to find anything to say to make me not
Yeah.
feel bad.
Okay, like previously stated, we need a good balance of mellow and energetic players to make a successful channel. Your recording environment and schedule makes you probably the most reliable recording partner I've currently got. It's really good to have someone you can always rely on in case you just need a video to keep up with a schedule, but others are busy. That's the end of yours.
I mean, stable recording environment,
Even more so than freshman year.
but reliability.
Mm.
Mm.
Ooh. All right.
Okay,
Take the
let's
outro
let's get down to the
Yeah,
Let me
let's
say
get
that.
down to the
Let me
good
say
one.
that,
let's
that
get to the
Levi's
worst
is the
one.
longest.
the worst one.
Oh,
So
Ooh.
the first sentence is, Levi, I'll be straight up with you. You're kind of struggling XD.
Yeah.
You're kind
Am-
of struggling.
Now don't take any of this personal. This is not from the perspective of me. This is from the perspective of our future viewers.
It's not me. It's you.
It's you.
Here are the current issues. Now I'd like to preface this with saying, Levi,
This is from the past.
this is when you would join the recording sessions and
say
not
nothing.
speak.
Yeah, I say nothing.
You would be too uncomfortable to talk in any of the VCs, and all that was there was your background noise. And so it just says, it is pretty evident that you're not very used to being in chat calls in general. You talk minimally, and when you do, it's generally pretty quiet, and without much enthusiasm. That being said, this is not necessarily a bad thing. This just means that in order for you to be in a video, another person would most likely have to be present as well besides me in order to keep conversation and commentary
that's
going.
so
Oh no.
Your recording environment isn't too great, however, I do understand that it was over holiday break. However, in general, having a family computer can be quite a hindrance. It still is a hindrance.
Yep. It still is.
It still is.
Besides that, however, you are still quite a likable person for the channel the way things are. But I guarantee things will improve once you start getting used to cooperative PC gaming. Smiley
He
face,
definitely talks a
smiling
lot
face,
more,
smiling
but-
face. There you have it. Since we didn't get around to doing what was planned over vacation, I just wanted to give you guys something for now. Shifty emoji. Maybe see you tomorrow. DRECUBED.
Wow.
Yo,
DRECUBED performance reviews.
I'll be straight up with you. You're kind of struggling XD.
The XD. That takes me back.
Oh, God. Oh,
so
God.
so wait, now let's review now.
Yeah. Review everyone now.
Am I the
Review everyone now. Oh.
Levi,
Yeah.
honestly, you're probably
Oh.
the most reliable now.
Oh. No, I'm not gonna do that.
no?
I'm
No,
not
don't
doing
do it. No, do
I
it.
think I'm the most reliable. Like
Just roast
No.
Anthony.
I can get you to show up, but your background.
Yeah.
That's the problem.
that's the
Yeah.
problem.
The rest of you, I can't get to show up, but
Yeah. Hey, I'm here now, okay?
he's here now. He's here now. Yeah.
I'll never be here again. Bye.
And then after that is when I started using my catchphrase, "Stay fresh."
Yeah, and then you stopped using that like
Three
I
pretty
seconds
soon
later.
after.
I stopped using it after the Steam group, but I did
Yeah.
on the server's birthday. I ended the message, well, like the last birthday announcement. I put "Stay
Oh
fresh"
yeah,
at the
last
end.
year.
Yeah.
Are
that's
you
a-
gonna do that this year?
Yeah, I am.
I like the
Nice.
callbacks.
A nice little callback, yeah. And then after a little bit of that, I left the PS, like this was because we had this, and then we made the Steam group to accommodate for Anthony because again, this this group chat was on our Office 365 school network,
Yup.
and so it just didn't work.
Wait, so what
The
was
Steam
the
group
pose
was
thing
never
again?
alive.
What was the pose thing?
The pose thing, that was we were gonna do
the
the
channel banner.
that was gonna be the
right?
channel banner, but when we were
Oh,
all
yeah.
that's when we because the DRECUBED YouTube account is still a brand account because the original plan was that we'd all make our own videos and we'd upload them all to there,
Yeah,
which
to the
we are
brand
not
account.
doing
Well, why not? Why not? That sounds like
because that is not good.
That
is not
not
good.
good.
Yeah. I still would love to do stuff like that, but we don't have like. You can really only do that if you have a space to work in. I would say, in order to do stuff like that effectively, it'd be great if we
Yeah.
had like an office.
office, yeah.
But I'm
The
16
Cubed
and
Crew
cannot afford an
mansion.
office.
A mansion?
Like a mansion.
Huh?
Like a mansion.
Like
Calling
Cube
it right
Crew
now.
Mansion.
Calling it right now. Our mansion's gonna be great, guys. It's gonna be so awesome. We'll get it in 2030.
Gmod moment.
I'm
What?
pretty sure in that group chat is where I was gonna. That's where I was still trying to get you guys. I was like wanting to give you guys projects to practice editing, so that way we could all learn how to edit at the same time and all get good at it together.
Oh yeah.
When I
Now
assigned
it's
them,
literally just me, you, and Levi that know how to edit.
yeah, and you still haven't made a video.
Okay, wait.
I've made
let's
videos.
talk
Hey,
about that
hey.
for a
Okay.
second.
Okay, yeah.
Hey,
Well, let's look at
wait,
where we
wait,
are now.
wait,
This was literally
wait,
the
wait,
worst synopsis of how we got to where we are now, and that's fine.
Yeah.
But
It's fine. It's okay.
what are we doing now? What are we doing now? Because
I
obviously,
had a channel that had 3 videos and it failed because one of the members didn't.
yeah,
Uh,
yeah. Levi, what's up with your channel?
I'm trying to upload gaming videos. And
I've
I'm
uploaded more videos
learning
than he
new
has.
strats. Wait, how much videos have you up?
3 on that channel, the boys channel.
I've uploaded 3 as well.
You've uploaded 2, I thought.
3. I made another one.
Oh.
What?
Haha.
Oh,
What?
although I edited the video for Sean's channel,
That's true. That's true.
so that's 4.
Okay, but I have unlisted videos.
That doesn't
You
count.
wanna go
That's
there?
unlisted.
I have 43 videos, Levi, but
No, I'm not talking. I'm talking about.
We don't
Yeah.
count unlisted.
We're
What do you
just-
think this is? What do you think this is?
we've moved past the point where the
Yeah,
majority of my watch time
I
is
take a
from-
class for it, Darren.
Yeah.
That you
I
said
I
pretty-
you were
learned
gonna
from
join.
V Drake.
You said you were gonna join.
He
and then-
learned.
I
He
I
learned
was
from the
like,
Yeah.
best. He
I
learned from
learned
the
from
best.
V Drake Gaming. Okay.
Have you
Brian
seen
my
and him
spirit?
stuck me up.
You know what?
They said they were gonna
deserved
join
it.
it. They said they were gonna join.
I
I
then-
didn't get the
I was like,
form in
Hey
time.
guys, did you guys turn in the form? And they were like, oh no. And I was like, why?
Hey, look, I figured
Why?
out the whole editing thing anyway. Okay.
Yeah, I just had you come over to my house one day and then recorded bad Geometry Dash footage and told you
Yeah,
to make
honestly,
it look
I
good.
learned more from just editing myself and looking up videos than that 4-hour Geometry Dash video.
Yeah, no, obviously, all I wanted to do was just
That was just really the
familiarize you with the
basics,
tools.
which-
yeah, it's just
yeah.
like this is the cut tool. Learn how to use the cut tool.
That basically that
It
like
cut.
4 hours
It
helped
cut
me.
good.
Yeah, it helped me learn what all the tools did, so that if I were to look up how to do this, I understood what it was telling
Yeah,
me.
exactly. That's all I was going
Which-
for.
Yeah. Now it's like, oh hey, how the hell do I do this thing? And it's like, oh, that's
So-
pretty much how I've learned everything now.
Yeah.
When we started out, yeah, well, when I started, well, God, yeah, I'm trying to think of all the, because yeah, most of our progress through learning how to do YouTube and all that, which obviously is still ongoing, trying to figure out what the hell we're doing, but is all represented by unlisted videos that you are not going to see
Yup. Never.
because I
Well,
was
wait. They might see the SMP though. Are you gonna
Eventually.
ever
at 1 million subscribers. Yeah,
SMP
the
drop?
original SMP.
at 100,000 subscribers. We'll call it now. At 100,000 subscribers, you can get episode 1 of the SMP.
The only episode of the SMP.
The only episode.
The only
that I
episode
was
of
in
the
Canada.
SMP.
Well, no, I wasn't in Canada for that. That was way before that. It was like a year before that.
Hmm?
I don't know. I wasn't there.
You
The
were not
SMP
there.
video. I wasn't there
Yeah,
for
you
that
were
one.
not there for that one, which was upsetting. But let me just throw back to freshman year again
Uh-oh.
about the
Throwback.
essentially the original intentions for all of this, and still some of my intentions still align with what I'd wanted for all this in freshman year. But in freshman year, obviously, I just mentioned the whole brand account thing. We were all gonna upload all of our videos to
remember
one
that.
channel called Cubed Crew. Was the original idea, which I decided against very heavily because I didn't think that anyone else really cared at the time, which was fair.
Yeah.
Because we had been trying to do, like, we kind of, I mean, I wouldn't say actively we're trying, because we would, like, give it a good shot every 2 months, maybe, for, like,
Yeah,
a few
and then
days.
it wouldn't work.
But we tried recording a lot. I have, like, by the time I uploaded the Terraria video, which was earlier this year, right? Yeah, it was earlier this year.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, it was, like,
During Corona times.
yeah, during lockdown.
That's probably the sole reason why we actually started uploading, is because we had so much damn free time
Yeah.
earlier this year.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
was just waiting for some. Well, obviously, my reasons for. Well, because I mean, you look at normal channels, like you go back to their earlier videos. If they aren't unlisted, you see them; they're absolutely garbage.
Yeah, they're absolutely
Yeah.
garbage.
Our videos were also absolute garbage, and I still like look back at the Terraria video. It's garbage. That was uploaded as garbage,
Yeah.
knowingly
It
for
was an
different
hour
reasons.
long.
But even like I look at a video like 4 videos ago, and I'm like, okay, that's just not good. I know what I could have done better here, but that's always going to be the case, obviously. But I never felt confident enough in any of the things that we were making, because I was like, this is bad. I know it's bad, but you'd have to make a lot of bad stuff in order to learn how to make it right. I just did not upload the bad stuff because I knew it was bad.
Yeah, you would upload it, but it'd be unlisted, and then you send it to the Discord.
Yeah, it'd be unlisted because I wanted feedback, and I also just
Yeah.
want it to be preserved. I didn't just want to do it for absolutely nothing, but yeah, the original, and I was still the whole idea with this thing is to ultimately I want to have a network of channels all doing different genres of things.
Ultimately, I want money.
Well, same.
Huh.
That's crazy, bro. That's crazy. But yeah, so we were gonna do the group channel, and then once that channel got enough traction, we were gonna split off into subcategories. We're gonna have, because I mean, I still have a bunch of people that aren't like I have my friend Brendan, who once a certain point wanted to split it off and start doing some like IRL videos, and he was gonna be the head of that, and then I was gonna
A
split things.
vlogger. Dude, he's the vlogger.
He's
Yeah, we're just
lead the
gonna
vlog
just
channel.
make-
He's the
because-
lead vlogger.
My thought process was like, okay, it's YouTube. Channels die. You make a
Yeah.
channel, you put everything you got into it, it's eventually going to die. It's going to happen. But if you have a network of channels, you always have something to fall back on. Unless your entire network dies, but that's a much harder thing to happen.
Yeah, it is.
So that was my thing. I was like, okay, build up an audience, make an audience, and then split. Just try to build up a bunch of other audiences and just keep on, just multiply like a freaking virus. and just get as much stuff out there as we can, so that way inevitably when things do start falling,
Cute crew virus.
we have things to fall back onto, so we aren't just done. And that's still partially the goal. I mean, I was overthinking it a lot back then, but realistically, I mean, that's still what I'd love to do. I mean, I want to make. Obviously, I'm putting all my work into the DRECUBED channel right now, if I can call
Yep.
what I'm doing work.
I mean, I'm gonna hound Sean and Tom eventually to figure out some recording ideas, because I've been thinking for like the past half a year, and I've come up with nothing.
Yeah,
So
that's the point that I was at as well for the 2 years.
yep.
I was like, I can't think of anything good. I mean, I still can't really think of anything good, and
Yeah.
it's rough. But I'm
Yeah, it is.
I'm recording stuff, I'm editing stuff, I've been uploading stuff, and some people say that they like it, and that is enough for now. I
Yeah,
know
I just need to
it's-
get to a point where I'm recording and uploading stuff.
Yeah, I need I'm trying to think of a new video right now. I'm struggling. I can't think of anything. I did start to record the Raid Shadow Legends video. Actually playing.
Yeah,
Raid
Did
I-
Shadow
you?
Legends.
You invited me
for
to a
like
call
3
for that,
seconds.
and then
I know.
They said,
I
"Never
was gonna
mind."
record it in a similar way that I did to the Bonk video, just because. And with that, like I was doing. Well, that was more of a story, but it just my current process of making videos. It's embarrassing for me to try to do it with other people because I'm not good at it yet. So I'll like do stuff, and then I'll be like, okay, I'm gonna do it again, and then I'm gonna do it again until I like it, which obviously I don't enjoy doing, but that's just that's just my current process, because obviously I'm not good at making YouTube. None of us are.
No.
And so that's just what I do. I'm like, okay, that joke or whatever didn't land the way I wanted it to the first time, I'm gonna do it again, which I'm not comfortable doing in a call with other people because I feel stupid. So I tried recording that video. It had some funny parts, but past the introduction, the game was just so bad that it wasn't even funny. Like I couldn't even make it funny. It just wasn't good. Like, it was. I like went through the terms of service. It had a clause in it that you weren't allowed to play it if you were a registered sex offender.
That's pretty funny.
And there's another clause that said like you cannot own this game if you live in a country labeled by the United States as a terrorist supported country. And I'm just going through terms of service. I'm like, why is this here? What happened?
Or are you a sex offender? No Raid Shadow Legends.
I was just like, why are these things that are specified in the Raid Shadow Legends terms of service? What is happening? But yeah, as I had some funny parts, but nothing. There just wasn't enough to make a video out of it, so which is rough because I felt like
I might
that
turn that Minecraft event into a video. I recorded pretty much the entire thing.
I record the whole thing. I am considering still. I want to make a because if you guys make videos of it, that'd be cool. But I was also thinking of
I'm definitely
of stealing the highlights of all your videos and uploading just a highlight reel.
Oh, I might have been doing a highlight thing. Or I haven't started editing it.
Well,
but
I
if
was
you're
gonna
do that. I'll do something else.
Well, I was just gonna do a highlight of everyone, like the whole event, all the perspectives, not just of
okay.
me or whatever. I was just gonna be like, okay, everyone. What are the best parts of the event? But
Sean building a box above everything.
I didn't get to see that though.
yeah,
That,
Sean.
that was so good. Oh man,
I heard you guys talking about it while I was trying to
was
win my
so
Skywars
funny.
match.
that was
Yeah,
so
that was
funny.
pretty funny. Yeah, that event was pretty nice. I
So
mean,
proud that you and Bleepo were on the bottom level of that one TNT run game, and I was all the way on the top, and it was just us three
yeah,
at the end of that one round.
yeah, and,
And then I fell like 4 layers all the way to the bottom, and then messed up a jump and fell. I was
watched
so
it.
annoyed.
It was like
If
you
I
fell
would've
and then
won that,
immediately
our
died.
team would have won.
That's true. Yeah, no, that was super close. Obviously, that event didn't really. It was not run as well as I would have liked it.
No, it took us an hour to start.
Well, okay, that part was not my fault. That part was not my fault. I was pissed off about that. Well, I wasn't
no one
pissed
was
off
showing
about
up.
that. Yeah,
Or like 2 people weren't showing up.
I was
really.
like, no, it wasn't too. Like half the roster didn't show.
Oh, right, you had to get replacements at the
I
beginning.
had to get
that's right.
replacements for like I'd get replacements and then be like, okay, are we ready to go? No, we're missing people. I was like, okay, and then I get DM like, hey, I'm not gonna be able to show up. I'm like, it is 45 minutes after we're supposed to start, and now you're telling me, bro. I'm just like, please.
Yeah, and then there were like people joining like that were forced to join at gunpoint.
Okay, anyways.
Skipping over whatever he just said.
back to stuff that I'm allowed to put into the show. Levi,
Fair enough.
you've just been really wanting to tell everyone at home, the 2 people that have stuck with us this long. What you just had a topic that you've just been really wanting to get off your chest. What is it?
I disagree.
Yeah. What's the topic?
You know, so what video games have most influenced you, or what got you into gaming?
What video games have been
I don't
most...
think I have to answer that question. I'm pretty sure you both know.
No, I
Really?
don't know.
Well,
Really?
are you gonna say Final Fantasy VII?
Oh, I wonder.
Oh,
Oh, I wonder. That was the first game I ever like played. I mean, the first game I played was Pokemon Heart Gold, right? But you know, that's all I had on my DS.
I think
But
I've-
one
Oh, sorry,
one
go
day,
ahead.
my dad was like, "Hey, I have a PlayStation. Let's play Final Fantasy VII."
2.
And I played it. No, it was just an original PlayStation.
Oh,
Like, I could count the pixels on the screen of that game. But we were playing, and me and him played through that whole game, and I was like,
Bro, games are crazy, dude.
that's when I started actually playing games, because I didn't play Pokemon Heart Gold that much. It took me 2 years to beat the game. But after I played Final Fantasy VII with my dad, I was like, this gaming thing's like kind of cool though. And yeah, that's what got me into video games, was that game. That's why it's my favorite.
So, for me, my first ever. So I think I've brought this up before. Well, no, obviously not on the podcast since this is
It's
The
episode
first
1,
episode.
the original.
yeah. But I've kind of mentioned this to you two before, but not in full detail. How when I was younger, I wasn't really encouraged to play video juegos. Like it just wasn't a thing. No video games for young Dre. Only education. Only read encyclopedias.
Yeah.
Oh, have fun.
And so
I got hardcore at 7.
the only gaming thing I got up until I was about 8 was my Leap Pad Junior or something like that.
Oh my god, dude, I had one of those.
Dude, those things
Wait.
are so epic. Oh
I
my
had a
no.
Leap Pad Junior.
I forgot about that.
Juniors.
And I got my favorite game. I had only a couple games, but it was the only game that wasn't strictly education based. Was Sonic X for the Leap Pad Junior. And
my
this
God.
is where I got into Sonic.
That makes sense.
So the game for that is like you had to go through the level. I mean, it was just like a Sonic game. It was just like classic Sonic, and it was pretty decent. But the boss was you had to do some addition and subtraction problems, and boy, did that make me good at addition and subtraction. But I was like,
Because
yeah, video
Sonic.
games are pretty cool. And I mean, it was a leap pad game, so I like you could get through it in about an hour. But I had to have played through it like 100 times, right? Because that's just what I did. And so I was like, yeah, video games are pretty cool, but I still prefer my encyclopedias because I only had a few games and they were all strictly education based. I had the Leap Pad Junior and I also had a VTech thing, but
Oh, the VTech.
but the one day I was in Maine with my cousins, and my cousins, they brought with them their old Game Boy Colors, and before I left, they smuggled me the Game Boys.
No, what games did you have on it?
They gave me 3 games with it. It was like a Toy Story game, which is I have to find this later. It was like a Toy Story game Buzz Lightyear thing where the only gameplay was that you flew straight forward as Buzz Lightyear. I can't even begin to describe how awful this game was. I don't understand how it could be even considered a game. I played it
You
like
just fly.
I cannot describe how not game it was, but I will try and find it one day. So that was one of the games. The other game was like Donkey Kong for the Game Boy Color, which was good.
Yeah.
I was just really bad at it because Donkey Kong was goddamn hard as hell
Yeah.
on the Game Boy Color, and my 7-year-old fingers were not having a good time considering the only other game I'd played was Sonic X for the Leap Pad.
Yup.
But the other game it had on it was Pokemon Red. And
Yeah.
I played Pokemon Red, but you see, there's a problem.
Uh-oh.
The Game Boys, it was with the cartridge.
Yeah.
The cartridge of Pokemon Red had a well-known error with it that was easily fixable, which I fixed later, like in 8th grade with one of my friends. Shout out to Beefred for helping me with that. But the entire time I owned it, because you have to keep in mind, I was also new to gaming. I didn't know what saving was, right? So when I clicked save, because the cartridge was broken, it just didn't work. You couldn't save on the cartridge. The cartridge was broken, but I didn't know what save meant anyway. So I was like, oh, nothing's really wrong. So I didn't understand that there was more to Pokemon Red, because it was just whenever I shut it off, I had to restart, and that was just it.
Yeah.
And so I'd like the furthest I ever made it was to like beating the first gym. I'd beat up Brock with Squirtle, and then I'd go into the mountain, the caves, and I could never find my way out, and then I'd shut it off, and then I'd come back another day, and I
You went into,
again,
like, Mount Moon without Flash. You couldn't find your way out.
and then again, I would do that. I'd go through, I'd beat Brock, and then shut it off, and I'd go through, beat Brock, and shut it off, and that's
Oh
what I
my
did
God.
again at least 100 times, because that was just what video games were to me. It was just the same game. You just kept playing it over and over, and I had the time of my life with it. It was so much fun. And then it was when I was 9 years old is when my parents got me the Xbox 360 with the Kinect sensor. And
360.
boy,
It's a
Kinect
classic.
Sports. Kinect Sports is great.
Oh, Kinect
But the
Sports.
2 games that I played the most on that were, the 2 controller games, because I had only played Kinect games. Obviously, that's different than gaming, sweaty greaseball gaming.
Sweaty greaseball game.
And so the first two games that were I played on controller were it was Kung Fu Panda for the Xbox 360, which I maintain is a fantastic game. And I have to play it again someday.
Best
because
game ever.
It's so good. And Lego Indiana Jones.
Yeah,
Oh yes.
Lego
which-
Indiana Jones.
Which, believe it or not, again, I still didn't know how saving works.
No.
And so I never made it past World 2 on Lego Indiana Jones for like 5 years.
Did you ever play Lego Indiana Jones 2?
I did. It was so good.
I like that one better. That one's honestly a lot
is
better
better.
than the
It
first
is better.
one. I like that one so much.
But
I played that one for years.
it wasn't even that I didn't know what saving was. Is it saved automatically? I just didn't know how to use the map correctly. So all I saw was World 1 and World 2. I didn't realize like how to navigate anything because again, I just never like I don't know, it was so weird just not knowing anything about gaming and having no one to tell you how anything's I just wasn't able to figure anything out. Like I had never watched anything with any game, like nothing. So I just had no idea what I was doing. So I just feel like, "Oh, cool. World 1, World 2, World 1, World 2, World 1, World 2." And that was just it.
My gaming experience really opened up at like 7 or 8, right? Because like I said, I had Heart Gold for 2 years that it took me to beat. But
Yeah.
when I was like 8 is when I played 7. And then after that, my dad gave me his entire collection of Game Boy games with the Game Boy Color, 2 original Game Boys, a Game Boy Advanced, and the Advanced SP. He gave me all of those and like 100 games that I kept in a drawer.
Yeah.
And was like, there you go.
Oh, I
had
actually
Pokemon
forgot.
Yellow. I had Fire Red. I had like 3 Final Fantasies. It was great.
I forgot. I did the only other gaming thing I had before that was a DS Lite that my aunt gave me because she used to
that's
play it.
light.
And I had like a Mario game on it, which I love. Again, never made it past World 2. Because
Great game, never beat it.
Yeah. And then I also had like this game like Seven Wonders of the World, which is essentially primitive Candy Crush.
Oh,
And
primitive
then
Candy
I
Crush.
also had Mario Kart. I had Mario Kart for the DS Lite,
Mario Kart.
which
I never
was
played it
also
on the
bad
DS. The first
Yeah,
Mario
okay.
Kart experience I had was my mom destroying me at it on the Wii.
Yeah, I never had a Wii. I
Okay,
played it at a
okay.
friend's house.
Do
but-
you want to get in mine?
No,
Yeah, let's go.
I'm speaking.
No.
Oh.
I'm.
Fine.
Okay.
Fine.
Okay.
Let the man
So mine,
speak.
mine started probably. I think I was either 5 or 6. I was opening up presents.
Cheater.
Not Christmas.
Cheater.
don't-
Yeah, you started early.
Dude, I don't do Christmas. Okay.
Why do you suck at games?
So
yeah, we know you don't do
You've had-
so
Christmas.
you have 2 more years of
we opened
experience.
it up. We opened it up, and I was like smashing it like up against a chair because I was so excited
What
that
was
I
it?
finally got a Wii.
Oh,
I got the Wii,
The Wii.
and it was epic.
so you bashed it against a chair. That was your
Yes.
reaction.
Yes,
Yeah,
I was like,
Wii.
yeah, let's go. So
Underrated Wii game, Muramasa the Demon Blade. Just had to get that
I've
there.
I've never played that. Okay,
It's so
so playing Wii Sports, boxing. The game was great.
beat
I
Matt?
love it. Yeah. I think I did get up to like level like 900 or something. It was
really good
pretty
at
epic.
tennis, dude.
Yeah, I'll take you down in Connect Sports Boxing any day.
And then we'd also
What's
play
boxing?
Wii Play.
Yeah, we played.
See, this is
and-
just
and
this
there
is
was-
just where I get lost, and no
And
Wii for me.
this
Wii
is
Play
where
was great.
we'd fish. We'd go fishing.
Yo.
We play.
Oh man.
Um,
you ever play that tank game on Wii Play?
tank game? Yeah.
I was so bad
Actually,
at
I wasn't
that.
allowed to play it for a while.
You
'cause
were allowed to play
'cause
the
it was
Wii
too
tank
violent.
game?
It was
Oh
too
my
violent.
God.
It was
It
too
was
violent,
toy
guys.
tanks.
Oh
people were
wait, that just
dying.
reminded me
Oh,
one
okay,
thing.
Okay.
Let me just get this one out there first. When I got Lego Indiana Jones, I was 9 years old, and I saw on the box E10 plus, and so I was too scared to play the game.
Oh my god.
Okay. So
I was far too scared. I
Too
just saw it.
scared to play Lego Indiana Jones.
I didn't know. I had no idea. I just saw E10 plus. So I was like, and on the cover, I saw a scary boulder chasing Indiana Jones with a dude
Oh.
smushed against it, and I was like, he's dead.
Scary
That dude's
boulder.
dead. What happened to him? He got squished on the
That
boulder.
dude's
That's
dead.
horrific. That is horrific.
That
And I
dude's
just
dead. Oh my
wouldn't.
god.
I did
Oh
not
my
touch
God.
the game. I did not touch it. I put it under the couch and I didn't touch it. I slid it under the couch so I
Scary
didn't have to look
boulder
at it.
killed man.
Sorry,
Okay,
I just had to get that one off my
yeah.
chest.
So I have a similar thing where we had
It's scary, Boulder.
the Lego Star Wars, but it was just the first
Oh.
three.
Oh,
It
you
was just
didn't
the
have the
first trilogy.
complete collection?
No, we got that later, but our mom took it away for a time because she thought it was too violent because we were like killing people, and they were like,
Oh.
and it was E. It was E for everyone.
Wait, how was Star Wars E for everyone and Lego Indiana Jones was E10 plus?
I don't know.
Because Indiana Jones is more realistic and with
and
guns.
then we play.
That's true. They just
Super-
literally did have guns.
Yeah.
Yeah. Star Wars is like laser
We got
blasters, you know?
blasters.
Yeah, no, you just straight pull out a gun and shoot people. I'm like, yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, yeah.
And then we had Super Mario Bros. And
Which
me and
one?
Jesse,
The original or
we had
3?
the Wii Super Mario Bros. Wii.
It's a
The
good
one
one.
where
It's a good
they come in the cake and they steal the peach in the airship.
Yes.
The only thing I know about that game is the cutscene because my little brother and I watched it on YouTube repeatedly
Oh,
Why?
because
Like,
we thought it was
yes.
cool. We were like video
fair
game.
enough.
We were like
The
video
forbidden
game.
treasure.
It was. It
Forbidden
literally was.
treasure.
I'd be like, holy crap.
I
Are
remember
you serious?
my dad went to the
Jesse.
store and bought Super Mario Bros. Wii like last year
Wow.
because we had never played it, and then my
Oh.
siblings came up and broke it.
Oh my
What?
We had it for 2 weeks. It was so
What?
upsetting.
How'd they
Yeah.
break it?
Oh my god, no, they broke that Super Mario Galaxy 2 and
Oh, that's
then
the other
broke
game
the
I had. Oh
entire
my
Wii.
goodness.
Okay, how? What did they do?
Okay, they fucked up the discs, dude. They just fuck with them whenever they took them out to put them away. They take them out and not put them in the case, just throw them on the floor.
Oh yeah.
They put them in the
Yeah.
wrong way and
Yeah.
like shove them into the thing,
Yeah.
right? They snapped the Super Mario Galaxy 2 disc, which was depressing because I 100% beat 1. So my dad bought 2 so I could do the same with that. And then they broke it a week after we bought it.
Okay. So with Super Mario Bros, me and Jesse would just like play that, and we were so good at it, and it was so fun. And then Ethan came along, and whenever Ethan was in the mix, he would like hog power ups like every single time like there was a power up, he would want it. And me and Jesse had this system where like the best player got the power up. That's just how it was. And Ethan just had to like throw the chaos in the mix.
It was without structure.
Yeah, I didn't really
Yes.
grow up playing like 2-player. I mostly just played single-player
Yeah.
games.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, my dad on the weekends we would play Final Fantasy, but when he was at work, I'd just be like, "Yeah, I'm gonna play Pokemon." And my brother was born when I was like 10, so
Okay, so guys, what about Dre? What about after you learned how to save? Did you ever have your brother delete your saves?
oh my god, no, my brother did it to me actually.
No,
Though.
I educated
It
I
happens so
educated my
much.
brother on how to
was-
not like
I was
screw with my
always
stuff.
so upset.
Yup.
It was so upsetting.
Especially because
Whenever.
like that's when I started getting good at games. Was when when Tenzin was born, right? So I was like actually beating games for once by myself, and I was like, "Yeah, this is so cool! I can like beat a video game without needing to ask my dad for help." And I was playing Terraria on my Kindle Fire, right? And I had finally gotten into hard mode and beaten the Destroyer. I was so happy because it's so difficult to play that game on mobile. I beat the Destroyer, and then my brother was like, "Can I play Terraria?" And I was like, "Sure." 2 seconds later, he comes up to me and he's like, "Can I make a new character?" And my character's gone. It's like 40 hours of progress gone. That's done. It's
All right.
Dude, it's
Well,
fun.
Well, we've been recording for an hour and a half now for just from this new footage. So if we want to start wrapping it up a little bit, obviously.
no.
Well, I'm saying yes.
Aw.
We'll wrap it up pretty soon, but obviously, been a bit of a mess of topics,
Yeah, topic.
bit of
yeah.
uninteresting things, but that's kind of how we roll here.
Yeah.
Very uninteresting people.
Uninteresting lads, uninteresting channels, and that's our
Yeah.
brand.
Damn. It's our friend. We're not funny.
We're
We're not
not-
This is what
Watch.
we do on
Watch.
podcast.
Oh yes, I listen
Do you know?
We should have like fake audience people saying, "Oh yes, I listen to podcast 5-star."
Oh, we'll
something
open
like
up with our
that.
5-star
Like,
reviews from Apple
yeah,
Podcasts every
from
episode,
Apple
just like the
Podcasts.
Misfits.
Yeah. Oh,
Shout
my
out
God,
to
I'm
you-
so behind on that.
Shout out to
They
you,
still
Fitz,
doing
for
that?
listening right now.
He's definitely listening.
Yeah, he is.
I'm gonna send this to him.
Fitz, buddy, I can't wait to play CS:GO with you sometime. It's gonna be great. And then
Are they still doing Misfits podcast
of
episodes?
course, I watch it
Oh
every
my
week.
God. Dude, I'm only on episode 83.
Bro.
Yeah, dude.
I don't even watch it. I
Well,
wouldn't know.
I
Because
just
you're
like
small.
podcasts and stuff
There's-
like that.
there's
I
Just-
really
one
like their
podcast that
podcast,
I've
but I'm
watched,
so
and
far
that-
behind.
they're
and
so
that was-
good. The
that
only
was
reason
trash.
I like podcasts is because they're more personal. It's just like 'cause
Yeah.
it dropped like because especially with
Yeah.
that type of content, it's like you have to put on that facade to get the watch time, to get the clicks, get the views, get the statistics up, make the money. But for
Oh,
a
no, wait.
podcast,
But then
you,
you
don't
just
have
have
to
to
do that.
you just talk.
You just talk. Yeah.
Yeah, the only podcast I listen to is Trash Taste. Shout out to them. They definitely don't need any help.
Yeah. Shout out.
They're on episode like 110. I'm on episode 53.
And you got a lot of good content that you can catch up on.
Oh yeah, I have half
Yeah.
the podcast.
Don't ever
to
think
catch
that
up
you
on.
that you don't have anything to listen to.
Yeah, I don't. I have 53
I
hours
can
worth
just
of
listen.
content.
I can just listen to this again. I can just
yeah,
listen
on
to it.
repeat. Get
Yeah.
views on the Apple Podcast.
Watch time. Watch time. Watch
Watch
time.
Watch time.
See-
Watch time.
see, the actual-
Wow.
The real reason I've made this podcast is to get enough watch time to get monetized. Yes, from
This
the
is the idea.
Yeah, and then we can have ads in.
from the 7 people that watch the podcast. That's 7 hours of watch time. I mean that's a lot. That's more than my
Whoa.
other videos
That's
that's a
7
lot
whole hours.
for some of them because I'm
Whoa.
just that good. But that's a lot of watch time.
No, you're
So-
not, idiot.
Shit. Well, I think we're gonna wrap it up here. Thank you.
Burrito.
That's a wrap.
That's a wrap. Thank you for listening, those of you who are still here for some reason. We know that it wasn't exactly a great listening experience, but
It never will be.
it never
No.
will be.
No,
We'll work on it. We'll get there.
no,
there.
it'll just get worse. Honestly.
I
It'll
hope
get
so.
worse. We're gonna bring in a 4th person. They're gonna ruin the whole thing.
Yeah,
Thank you for listening to podcast.
I despise you, whoever's still here.
Oh.